What's up everyone, and welcome back to Nexus. To say that all weapons were made equally would be a bit of a false statement, because they weren't. Some weapons are good for stabbing, other weapons are good for taking people out from a distance, while some types of weapons are good for blowing up vast areas all at once. Today we're going to be looking at the most deadly melee weapons in the world. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss another video that's similar to this. Also, make sure to leave a comment down below letting us know which weapon on this list was your favorite and why. I would have to say that number 1 was my favorite. Also, for this video, let's see if we can get the golden like button, which is 1,000 likes, so make sure to help us out and like the video. With all that being said, let's jump into it. Number 10. The 7-branch sword was made in the Baekje dynasty, which was an ancient kingdom in the southwest Korea during the 4th century. At the time, the Baekje controlled areas of China and the majority of Western Korea. In the year 372, the king of Baekje was given the 7-branch sword as a sign of praise. The blade is around 75 centimeters long with 6 branches that are spiked out from the central blade, and would do some very serious damage if used. Number 9. Used by the Islamic leader Ali between 656 and 661, the Zulfikar Scimitar was gifted by the Prophet Muhammad. The story goes that Muhammad greatly admired Ali's power and strength off the field of battle and wanted to give it to him. The sword is now a symbol of the Islamic faith and is adored by millions. But back then, it was used as a deadly weapon. There are conflicting images of the scimitar. Some think and believe that it has 2 parallel blades, while others think that it is more traditionally shaped, while others have a portray of it being a V-shaped blade. There's just so many things that people aren't sure about this weapon. Either way, it's an incredibly deadly sword with a really cool backstory. Number 8. Masamune was a Japanese swordsmith that has been referred as one of the world's greatest all-time sword makers. The swords of Masamune have a strong reputation for beauty and quality, and none so more as the Hanjo Masamune. This sword is the most famous of all Masamune's swords. It has been passed down from shogun to shogun through the years, until it was eventually given to Sergeant Kobe Bimmore of the US 7th Cavalry in 1946. Unfortunately, since that time, the sword was never seen again, making it the most important historical artifact to disappear in World War II. Number 7. In Roman times, the sport of boxing was something that was done to the death, because many Roman boxers got their hands on a special glove named cestus. Cestus gloves were brutal bits of equipment that were worn across the hand, much like boxing gloves of the modern day, but unlike boxing gloves of now, because the cestus contained iron plates and they were often fitted with blades or spikes. If the boxer who went up against a cestus user didn't end up dead, you can bet that they ended up horribly disfigured. Number 6. The antler brass knuckles from China were some of the most deadly brass knuckles to exist at the time. The knives attached to the knuckles were 2 crescent horn antlers used for piercing straight into the necks or bodies of an opponent. The weapons are not only deadly to those that are the target, but it's for the user as well. You have to be extremely careful using the antler brass knuckles, because you could easily pierce your own skin instead of your enemies. Number 5. The swordbreaker was an unusual weapon used in the Middle Ages, and was most frequently used as a standard sidearm for most knights. The swordbreaker dagger was a sturdy, solid dagger that had grooves cut along one of the sides of the blade. The point of the dagger was to catch the blade of an enemy's sword while it was coming down for an attack. With a quick twist of the wrist, it would be able to break the sword in half. After that, the very small blade could be used for a counterattack, killing the opponent in a single blow while they were recovering from being disarmed. Number 4. The lantern shield has been described as the Swiss Army knife of weapons, and I can totally see why. Much like a Swiss Army knife can do a whole bunch of different things, the lantern shield has a crapload of different utilities as well. The shield itself was around a foot in diameter, but it also has a variety of different attachments. There were lantern shields that had long blade attachments, spikes, and even the sword breakers from earlier on this list. The strangest addition though was the lantern, which is what gave the sword its name. Because of the lantern attachment, many think it was used by people who were trying to ward off bandits and robbers on dark nights. Number 3. The Chakram was often mistaken as a glaive, which is a form of a pike weapon. Instead, the Chakram is similar to a shuriken throwing star. The weapon was created in India and is basically a disc with a sharp metal blade on the one side. Chakrams could be thrown like a frisbee or used as a form of a bladed weapon in close range where the user would slash at an opponent. If they were made well enough and used by a good soldier, the Chakram could be tossed up at somewhere around 100 meters away and still land a killing blow. Number 2. The Dark Ops Interceptor is one of the scariest modern blades I've ever seen. It stretches out to 14 inches in length and is made with stainless steel. The blade is honestly insane. The combinations are crazy. It has a spear point, a tanto, a choil notch, splitter head, a backsaw. It has extended serrations and even more. It's so insane. This blade is ready to go into combat and perform at whatever you need it for, and it scares the heck out of me. Number 1. The Microtech Jagged Commando has a weird name and an even weirder blade. The blade has 3 super sharp edges that twist upwards in a single deadly sharp point. Not only will this blade kill you, it will kill you painfully and slowly, because that is what it was criticized by quite a few people. Apparently, the blade itself is actually inhumane because of the amount of pain it would cause. Because of that, it's at the top of our list for deadly melee weapons. Honestly, this knife is just so insane though. Like, the design and everything about it makes it look so good, plus the sharp edges make it a very, very, very deadly weapon. Anyways, that was our video of the most dangerous weapons in the world. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. If you also want to subscribe, go ahead. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.